What's up? What's up? Ape After Hours. Man, that took a long fucking time. But I finally made it home, and I get to stay here for a little while. And then I'll have to trek it back to work tomorrow and figure out how I'm gonna get back again. Ooh, yeah, this is a doozy. But hopefully, I'll be getting my bike. And according to what I'm reading, there's like a trail down there that should save me a little time coming back. So when I get my bike, it'll only take me like an hour to get here. Otherwise, I was gonna have to scooter it tonight, but my mama came and picked me up and gave me a ride, so that was very nice. That was very nice. I was quite pleased with that. Oh, I was like, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. I was confused. I forgot what I did. No, I did stuff backstage that hopefully won't get in trouble for. Comments. Comments. Who's commenting? Cat. Okay. Screen time? Oh, yeah. Um, with who? What? Oh, that's right. I can do that. That's right. Yeah. I have never tried this option yet, so let's do that. Link. Join. Share. I'm drinking some old Rasputin, some of our North Coast from Mendocino County. It's an Imperial Stout. Yes, Russian Imperial Stout. I like it a lot. They had a pretty good deal on it. I mean, well, pretty good deal, for what it is. But they sell it by the 4-pack, so is what it is, right? That's fine. That's fine. Okay, what was the other thing? Oh, I was gonna mention this since we're just looking at it. This thing I was showing. So these are not axioms. I fucked up. I got it mixed up with the other thing. So these are maxims. So yes, I got the two mixed up. It's pretty common actually. So what I need is to justify the maxim, you got to identify the axiom. That's how that works. So now I have to walk those ones back and do that thing, which will be a whole other project, maybe on the philosophy channel. I don't know. Yeah, it's the one where you can also start streaming it on your channel when you come in if you like. If you like. We have a pretty sturdy hot spot right now, but it is on the charger. It's been sitting in my bag for the last couple of days, but it looks like they gave it to me with only 2 bars of battery. So hopefully it maintains while we're using it. That's my only concern. If not, I'll end up back on mobile pretty quick here. In fact, I'm going to check it and grab my lighter so I can poke this smog. Stable. So yeah, pretty sure my roomies are sleeping. I'm not like sure, but their rooms. So on the other side of this wall is a living room. And their rooms are on the other side of the house, so I don't think I'm in danger of disturbing them as long as I'm not like terribly loud. Not something I'm worried about. So that's cool. So just get to do my stream thing, and I got this. Well, I can't. Let me show you this thing. Got a new folding desk, so I can fold it up and prop it against the wall. Or it's what I'm using now because my coffee table is like totally cluttered over there. And I'm trying to figure out how to like separate the living space out here because I have enough room. We're talking about kind of like dividing it so that one side's kind of a living area and the other side's like a bedroom area. So kind of experimenting with that type of thing. just two chicken nuggets. Uh, I I love chicken nuggets. Okay. So I'll show you this setup I got going on here. Echo. Oh, yeah. There's my little desk. I'm gonna make a little office over here. Sort of. But see, I was thinking I want to put my bed over here. Right now I've got all my tools and shit, but yeah, put the bed here and then make that side of the living area and move this couch over. So, but yeah, it's a nice little desk. Nothing fancy. Just a simple desk, and I'm happy with it. Now I'm using it. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just like a studio. I just gotta go inside to use the kitchen and the bathroom, but like they're totally cool. So like, yeah, this is a pretty tight little setup for me. It's like everybody's already trying to poop and want it. Like, no, you live across the bridge now. Come back across the bridge. Like, fuck that bridge. That bridge ain't stopping me from doing shit. Walked over that motherfucker. Tell you what, I'll do it again if I have to. No, it's not like if you're gonna do it, like as you know, like, but don't make a thing of it. Yeah, it's quite an excursion, I will say. But I know some people do it on a regular basis, so some people commute that way, and that might be me. All right, time to light this fucking bowl up. I've got like two different flavors in there, so it's got a little bit of that purple kush taste, but it's also got some of that kind of what do you call that? Yeah, anyway, it's a mixed bag. I like the earthy taste of the kush buds, so that's what really resonates on my palate. Is that the right way to say that? Whatever. Won't dwell on it. So yeah, with any luck, I may try to launch another open room in the morning, but again, no promises, no promises. We'll just try to resume some normal business on Monday, and I'm going to have a whole bunch of other shit to do in the meantime, playing catch up. I've got the hotspot for like 2 weeks, and then I think I could probably just like go and turn it in and check it right back out again because I got it from the library. So, hello, cat,
Oh,
and hello.
why, hello.
I'm
What
a
a lovely
joker.
little place you
I'm a
got yourself
smoker.
here.
Yeah, right. I'm super happy with it. I love the neighborhood. It's like it's all Mexican, like, but that's great because
Oh,
there's like, yeah, there's taquerias like all the way down the strip. It's lovely.
oh,
Yeah,
I would kill for a real goddamn taco. Like, I want a 123-year-old Mexican woman flipping the tortillas by hand and
yeah,
screaming at her kids and her grandkids and her great grandkids to, fucking make the meat faster and shit like that. That's how you know it's gonna taste fucking good. Oh,
exactly. Nothing like the authentic tacos.
yeah,
The other thing I really love, I haven't tried any around here yet, is huevos rancheros. It's one of my favorite staples. Like just yeah, talk about like a breakfast that like if it's done, traditionally, it will fill you up all day. Like you can't even
yeah.
finish that motherfucker. Uh,
Well, I mean,
yes.
you can. You just got to be real determined and real high.
Yeah, yeah. I did that. I did that one morning. I got myself a chilada, a real chilada, at the restaurant, and then
Oh
the
yeah.
huevos rancheros, and I sat there for like it had to have been like a good hour, which usually I like shove food down. It's like 5 minutes to eat a cheeseburger or something,
Yeah.
maybe less, you know. But but yeah, I was sitting there for like a good hour. I had to like take a break, stand up, adjust my belt, sit,
Yeah. Yeah. That's how you know it's good. And they're always in the weirdest places too. Like
Yeah,
in between a library and a muffler shop.
yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
and you're just like, what?
What
Okay.
up, Oz? Good
All
to
right.
see you.
Or either
Yeah,
that or it's a combination like taqueria, grocery store, muffler shop, and also it's a liquor store and a deli, and you're just like, what is there's a lot of things, and this place is 122 square feet.
that's like this place down on the corner here, where I got my tacos last week, and it's like, yeah, it's like there's the laundromat, the taqueria, and the liquor store, but it's like it's one continuous building. It's like it feels like they're like literally all connected, like they're probably owned by the same people, and they just go through the back and go
Yep.
around the business to business, like yeah, and it's I don't know, it's like it's a trip because it almost seems like I'm in another country. Like it feels weird, but like, I do feel like almost like I've traveled to Mexico. Like I've never been there, but this is like the way people describe it to me. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is like Mexicali right here, but we're like way north, the borders.
Yeah. 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 I'm a lot further north of the border, let me tell you.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I've been that far north. Well, Alaska, but I don't really count that.
Oh,
It's a one-off thing, but
well, to be fair, I'm further north than like Ketchikan, the shipping island where they make all the boats and shit. Oh god, I got Midwest there for a second. I'm sorry.
yeah. Well, I
The
don't know what
boats
that
and
is.
shit. Oh no, Ketchikan. It's an island like in between Washington and mainland Alaska. Beautiful. Would recommend.
No, did Oz? Did you perform today, or were you, or tonight, or were you like live on your channel? I didn't see because I just got home from
I
work before I started this. So,
I thought I just saw Oz on yours channel.
oh,
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
wasn't
maybe
there either.
Oz was doing something before. I don't. I was eating. Right.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. No, well, obviously there was a set somewhere. I was just not sure if he was out
Yeah.
and about or, um, yeah, yeah, he does regular
Wait,
things
no.
over
I
there.
mean, I hate Oz's music so much because he interrupted a girl stream that was supposed to be a dumpster fire. I didn't enjoy
Haven't been
any
there
of
with
it.
reason. Yeah, don't come here with your logic and reason. We don't want any of
No,
that.
I will say no, no. Gur did a stream with Oz's new album or mixtape or whatever. When I heard
Oh,
it was
yeah, yeah.
actually it actually really fucking slapped. But
No, it
I'm a
does. Yeah.
shithead, so I had to talk shit. That's what I do. This is a callback. This is a callback to just Oz, I guess, because I don't think anyone else saw it.
Okay, so he was streaming it over there. Okay, yeah.
Oh
I've tried to like restream a couple of those because yeah, he'll just get down like just on the channel there,
yeah,
and I appreciate like the mixes. Like it's so unique, but it's work. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm like, yeah, it's he's definitely got a unique style, and I appreciate it a lot. Like the way he mixes up the rock, the hip hop, and then the Latin music in there
yeah,
too. And it's not like the
yeah. I dig
basic
it.
app transitions you usually think of, like a lot of the time. So I don't know. I've
I
been
mean,
looking into getting into like doing something like that. Like who Mark Riblet is, or Ribille, or however you pronounce his name, French Canadian or some
that
shit.
sounds familiar. I don't
Okay, I have
know.
to show you. This guy is ridiculous. You have to watch this now. like,
All right.
you can't not. Hopefully, they have the short version up still because this is like a 10-minute beat. But yeah, the short one's worthwhile. You'll know everything you need to know after this.
All right. You sold me.
$10 says it's an ad.
Pragmatic Crystal. I am just
No.
being quiet. The whole thing. There's like, yeah, okay. Ooh, he's kind of hot. He looks like Wendigoon.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Yeah,
So I
can vibe
totally,
with that.
I totally feel like I could pull something like that off. I don't know.
Oh,
I've never been into much. Yeah, I'm like, get me a looper. I can do that. No.
I mean, back in the day, I used to do. Um, I had a mandolin, and I got that thing for a steal because they marked it as the wrong model at the Guitar Center. I was there with a buddy of mine, and I saw it, and I'm like, they're selling this fucking beautiful, like $750 mandolin for $159.99. They marked it as
Oh
the wrong model. And I
shit.
went in and I got it, played it for a little bit, and I bought it. And like the guy who was trying to sell me on it obviously didn't know what it was. But the guy at the counter was like, ah, fuck. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, what we got it listed as? I'm like, I'll pay you 200 for it if it makes you feel better. So I paid $200 for a $750 mandolin. Like, yeah,
Imagine it's like
I'll give you
Imagine it's
what?
like the
Yeah, go
owner of
ahead.
the store. He's thinking like, okay, who do I have to fire? No,
Yeah,
that would be the first thing you go
yeah.
through.
Because I was just like, there's no way in hell. Because I asked if I could take it down and play it, and I was like, this is nice. Oh, like it had such a nice finish on it. It needed new strings, obviously, because like a bunch of fucking troglodytes have been picking on it with like thick guitar picks, but
uh,
it's like a set of mandolin strings is a couple bucks. So what the fuck? I'll
yeah,
spend $8 for a nice set of mandolin strings and restring it myself. Like,
I
you
had a
know,
nice one for probably 6 months or something. Me and my ex got it out of a storage deal we were doing. Basically, the
oh
somebody, this lady ripped us off on a deal, where she was supposed to be paying us to move her stuff. So we ended up keeping some of the stuff. One of those things was a mandolin, and
yeah,
we were on drugs. But And so yeah, I had that thing for a little while. Just started getting good on it. It was a little warped, but it was nice. I don't remember the brand name. And then, yeah, we got into a fight. She took off and traded it for more drugs. So that's where that thing
Yeah.
went. Oh, good night,
Uh,
Pragmatic Crystal. Thank you for coming.
yeah, I have a good one there, Chief. Um, I, I used to play. Well, I would take it and well, the best part about a mandolin is you could do obnoxious things because it's a bass strung backwards. It's a
Yeah.
double strung bass but backwards. So if you could play bass, you just have to do it backwards or string your mandolin backwards and you can play it. And it's
Right.
really obnoxious playing Daft Punk bass lines on a mandolin. Like I would
Okay.
transpose like Sublime songs and shit like that on the mandolin. One of my favorites and a crowd favorite was me doing Sublime's "Caress Me Down," like acoustic on the mandolin. That's always a good one.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. All right.
Well,
It's
because you
an
start out and you
artificial
make it
Saturday.
sound super pretty, and then you're just like, mucho gusto, me llamo Bradley, yeah. I'm Oreo and run Jeremy, yeah.
Jeremy.
And if you want to get popped in the knee, you just, yo, that whole thing
Nice,
is,
nice.
yeah. But like the mandolin just sounds so pretty and dainty, and you're just like, I didn't know she had the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip. And it went, like a caress
Isn't that
me
whole song
down.
like two chords on guitar too? So like, unless you're doing a
Yeah,
bass line
yeah,
in between there, yeah,
yeah. No, it's super easy to play. It's
yeah,
just like really goofy sounding on the mandolin because it sounds so pretty and dainty.
yeah.
It sounds like you're about to do some like old timey like Irish folk music.
What's up, Beck? It's just a hangout. Feel free to come out in if you like.
Hell
Um,
yeah, I like Beck's good. Richard is also good too.
yes, definitely two of my favorite bros, and
Yeah,
yeah, I
hell yeah.
won't be on for like a terribly long time. Like I think both of us, yeah, we're on a similar schedule here or something. But it's worth it just to come and chill and unwind. Fun sessions as opposed to whatever else I was doing, getting myself in trouble too.
Yeah,
Emoting,
yeah.
emoting. Oh, you're looking at bed. Oh, okay. Well, I understand. I'll try to come on again in the morning. That's the plan. So,
Nah, beds are for the weak. No, I work second shift and I don't like waking up too much early before work because like yeah, I could wake up at 9 in the morning. I could go to bed at like 1 and wake up at 9, or I could go to bed at 2 and wake up at 9 or whatever. But like then I'm not gonna want to go to work. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, oh, I already
hey,
did
have a
stuff
good night,
today.
Beck. Thank you for coming by.
Oh, take her easy, Beck.
Um, I have this weird thing. Well, I already have like sleep deprivation issues, but it's like okay, so if I were to like pull an all nighter and then get up at 9 a.m. or 11 a.m. or whatever, probably closer to 10. I would not feel the effects of that until like halfway into my shift, right?
Oh
But
yeah,
if
yeah.
I go to sleep right now and I sleep clear until 9, which is very unlikely, um, I will feel groggy as shit clear until I get into work. Like it's the weirdest thing.
I look if I sleep 8 hours, I'm fine. Um, but like if I sleep 6 hours, I'm fucked. So it's like I'm just gonna stay up so I only sleep 4 hours because then I'm fine again. I don't. know what that is, but that's just how my body works, I guess.
See, I've
It's
I've
like I won't.
tried to set it up so that I can sleep just the 8 hour sleep cycle, and my body won't do it. So once I get used to it, so now what happens is I always wake up like 40 minutes before my alarm. So it's like seven, and not even a quarter
Yeah,
hour or something. You know what I mean? You're like, huh? What happened here? Yeah.
yeah.
And then
I. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if you're like me, but I'm two different people. Either one thing that one day I'll just snap to attention, the first alarm, and I'm just ready to go, and the next day I'll hit the snooze button over and over. So I have them. It's like 7:30, 7:45, 8 o'clock, 8:15. So I can keep snoozing, and then finally get and then there's like my final like no, you need to like get your ass to work alarm. Which is like 2 hours
I have.
early.
I usually have one set at 11:30 because I have to be at work at 2. So I have one set at 11:30,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if I feel like waking up then, that's fine. I can go into work. I'll go do my thing. I'll take my before work shit at work because fuck you, I'm doing it there. Capitalism. Uh, I'm doing it at work, and then I'll sit at the couch in the break room. Like I'll poke my head out in the floor, and I'll be like, is there work? Because like if there's work, my machine's pretty much always open because we got a new machine, so no one fucking works on my machine because mine's a fucking Frankenstein monstrosity, and I'm the only person
Right.
who knows how to run it at this point.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah. So what is it?
Yeah,
Can you tell
yeah.
me what it does? Like, or is that, or are you not allowed to
No, I
divulge?
can say that. So like
Oh.
I make stickers and labels,
Oh, okay.
like specifically ones on rolls. That's what I make. So like like when you go to the doctor's office as a kid and they have those rolls of stickers and they pull one off and give you one. I make
Got you.
shit like that. I make like so like some of them are like the machine puts them on, like like I can't give you specific brands or anything. Like
Yeah, yeah.
beer is a big one, CBD stuff like that. So I make the shit. So like they have a machine that runs the labels off and puts them on whatever the fuck it is, like the bottles or the boxes or the bags or whatever. Some of them it's like it's a roll, but like they hand stick them onto things, like nozzles on the top of sauces for restaurants, like shit like that. Um, I mean, it's just a lot of stickers. Some of them are super cool, some of them are super lame, but it's this big. The, I run on second shift. There's only 2 people, so it's like, oh hey, D man, hello. But it's there's 3 machines that do similar. They work similarly. Mine is a fucking hate crime of a goddamn machine. It's completely backwards. It's the software doesn't work for the machine. Like it's so fucking bad. Like when I have to set up the machine, sometimes I have to go into the machine I have to get on the computer and it won't like home. It won't figure out where like the die cylinder is supposed to be because they're die cut labels and stickers. It won't figure out where it is, so I have to do some like fucking arcane nonsense where I have to go into the fucking network connection, hit like um internet connection from the network connection, test it, and it'll be like, oh, you don't have any. Troubleshoot it, and it'll be like, hey, you're not hooked up to Ethernet or Wi-Fi. That's the problem. And then you hit OK, and then it works. Why does it work like that? I don't know, but I'm the only one who knows that that's how it works. So
That is That's some shit. But no, and I've seen the labeling process in like the wine industry and stuff because I was boxing the wine, so I kind of know what you're talking about. So that's a trip.
Oh, they pay big money for goddamn labels and stickers.
Yeah,
It's fucking ridiculous.
and then people just peel them off. No, you just peel it
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Whatever.
Hey, some of them are
Wait, that
super
one's not
cool.
gonna work. Where's the other one?
It's
Hello?
Cat.
Oh,
Cats are.
hello
Yeah, we
there.
were just talking about work-related shit. But hello, how are you doing?
It's work-related shit. I just felt
It's
like
a
doing my
work-related book.
opening narrator voice. Don't know why. I'm stuck
What
like
we
this
need
now.
here.
Oh no.
In a
Did you
world
have?
where a man deconverted.
In a
Did
world
you?
where Cat, host, Deconverted Man have been in a chat room with weird popping noises going on in the background that
Oh
only
no,
I
are we
can
popping?
hear more than likely because I can
No.
hear everything.
I mean, I also can hear it. It might be my headset. It might be Kevin. I don't fucking. It
It
might
must
be
So
be me
you. I
because I
have
don't
no
hear
idea.
it.
I don't
So
know.
let
You
me
guys
try
were
to
talking
readjust
about
my microphone
stickers.
setting.
I don't know. And then it made me
I,
think of
oh,
okay. Uh-oh.
well,
Uh-oh. Oh,
hello
shit.
and welcome to
Well,
the Cat Show.
well, the humanity. Well, screw. Yeah, this is now the Cat Deconverted Man show, everybody. All right. So,
Yeah.
today's podcast, we're going to. Oh, man,
Yeah.
he's back.
Yeah.
He ruined it. We were going to have a new podcast from the famous people of our time. Oh, well. Anyways. No.
Man, D-Man here and I were gonna We were gonna review the Vultures of Horror series.
I was
What the
just
hell, man?
about to we were
It
gonna
was-
figure out the true nature of reality. You interrupted us, so now it's gone forever. Oh well.
Wait, can you
Yeah,
not just
I
explain it to me? Like quickly synopsize
No,
the true nature.
It was I was like doing the intro. I was like, and then like Kat was gonna like say the first part. I was gonna say the next word, but like you just interrupted. Have you ever
Yeah,
That's what I do best.
It's like have you ever seen like a movie like they're going to kiss finally and then like someone's like, hey, how's it going, and like and like they don't kiss because the guy interrupted the moment, and then they don't ever get together. And like I want the movie then to follow that person and to watch as like he falls off a cliff and like he like lands boom face first, and he gets up, his nose is all busted, he's all bleeding. Why did this happen to me? And as he's doing that, there's a wedding behind him, and he's like, my nose. He ruins the wedding, and then like they're like, you son of, and they're punching him, and you're like, why is this happening to me? And then like they load him in the ambulance, they take him to the ER, and the guy's like, I'm gonna propose to the nurse today. And there's a person here I have to take care of. He ruined it. And then this guy, he keeps ruining all these events. Like the guy, he like gets scientists are like examining him, right? They're like, why is this happening? And then one guy is like, I figured it out. He's got this like formula, like long formula on the whiteboard. He's like, oh, it's like, of course, it's shit. And then like he comes in there and he like smears the thing with blood and goo. He's like, they're like, you ruined everything. And, and then they're shooting him. They're like chopping him to pieces and putting him in a blender. They
He got electrocuted first.
They electrocuted, yeah, and then they launched it into space, into the black hole. And they're like, yeah, we got rid of the guy that ruins everything. And then, like, as it goes into the black hole, right? They go,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And then, like, the whole universe is blowing up.
Pure
and, like,
depression.
everything up. And like, he destroyed the universe. And then, like, and it's like, and that's how our universe began.
Well, now
anyway,
I'm Gur Depression now. I mean, I don't think that's how the universe began.
No, sorry, Bob. I
I
don't
mean,
believe it at all.
let me
Not
show
at
you
all.
one of my shorts I did, and I'll link it in the chat now. Yay!
Anyway, so you mentioned stickers.
So whatever, something about stickers,
Yeah,
universal
and I thought about
implosion.
I thought
Wait,
about
wait.
this. Yeah, the
No.
holographic stickers that we had back in the day. I guess they're still
Oh,
around. You know. Um,
yeah, I make those.
yeah, they're so
They're
cool.
a pain in the ass.
And I had this dream one time, and I remember it so vividly. I guess because like there was this toy in the dream. And it was like this like play set and like this like water in the bottom of the playset, and you like would put a holographic sticker in the bottom, and then like it would come out of the water and like form this thing, and like something to do with He-Man was there. I don't know what the heck. And I was like, oh, I
Oh
want
yeah, that
this.
sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I want this toy so much, and I was holding it, and then when I woke up, it was just like, oh, it gone. No, I was so sad. I was like, I want this thing. But
But
yeah, I
just to,
love
not to
the.
interrupt, is my microphone still popping or no?
No, you're
Is that
fine now.
better?
No more popping.
No, you're good.
No more popping or
Okay.
locking.
Good,
You're all
good.
good.
I just wanted to make sure as
But
I'm
yeah,
listening on your
those
story.
Yeah, the holographic stickers. Now the on
Yep.
Transformers, they had the rub stickers, and they
Oh
used that.
yes, yeah.
They used that. I
Didn't they
think.
have ones that would change like underwater too, like different water temps or
Yeah,
something? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That was like another thing that was a whole thing. But they usually, I think they did
Oh,
micro
thermal
machines.
transfer. Yeah.
Yeah, micro machines or whatever had, uh, little cars you could change color. Other stuff did that too, but that's what I had. I don't know if it was stickers that did that, but I know that they did with the rub stickers. Um, I don't know why they stopped doing it. Was it too expensive or too? I don't know.
Yeah, it
Oh,
turns out it's like
it's
causing brain tumors, but they
Yeah.
swept it under the rug.
Yeah, something like
I think it's because a lot of places with the holographic stickers, particularly the goddamn paper. Like, oh my god! Like, you can't fucking die cut that shit, but you have to because you also can't laser cut it. It's
Mm.
so
Yeah.
fucking. It's a pain. It is a pain.
And then
It
there's different types of holographic stickers too, where like
yes,
some will they're shiny and that's it, and then there's some where when you tilt it, like the whole image changes. Like that's a whole nother
yeah.
thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's a whole different ballpark. We don't do that whatever.
You can do that.
I wish it would be cool, like the holographic Pokemon cards and shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on those they're just shiny. That's what they're not.
yeah,
They're not the sort of holographic where like you move it and the whole image
and it
shifts.
changes. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cooler. I'm guessing that's way more expensive to do, or maybe they
Probably.
can't do it that thin or something. Like I don't know. Maybe it has to be thicker. Or maybe it doesn't last as long. I don't know why they don't. Like maybe you would think they
Yeah,
would
it
do it at
seems
least
like it would.
once, but they haven't.
Yeah, but you have to have like a thick backdrop, I would think. Otherwise, like you
I
said,
don't
it's just
know.
gonna like.
I'm sure there's a reason, but I don't know. But yeah. And then what makes the sticky stick on the sticky, like, because you take it off of the sheet,
Oh,
right?
It's
And then you stick it to something else.
it's so it depends on what kind of paper you're using because they have things that are meant to be removable, so you can like take them off and put them on something else again. And then you have ones that are meant to be permanent. The ones that are permanent are like fuck off glue, and that shit gets all over the machines. It gets all over your fucking hands. It gets all over goddamn everything. You got to fucking wipe everything down with lacquer thinner every fucking 40 minutes or something. The removable shit is like super easy because like it's some sort of like tacky gummy stuff. it's the best way I can describe it. It's still a glue, but it's like just like tacky instead of like sealing on. There's some science probably involved, but it's glue. It's all just glue. It's just really thin layers of glue. Some of it's more sticky than others, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there, it's just like when you're younger, it's like there's just magical, like
Yeah.
I don't know. And then when you're an adult, it's like whatever. I don't know. I'm over this now.
Yeah, I got some glue. I got some tape.
Yeah,
a couple of
whatever.
paper clips, and we just stuck it together.
Yeah, and you're like
I mean-
Staples or whatever. Like I don't know. Yeah.
We may or may not make where I work stickers for like weed shops, which technically you can't
Yeah.
have dispensaries because you can't pay for it in cash, but you can
So wait.
trade in stickers.
Do you make like, I don't know? Do you have the tiny like the state law ones? Can you say that
Wait,
like the warning stickers or whatever?
No, we make those too, but what I'm talking about is like you trade in a sticker for the real weed,
Oh,
not
okay,
like
yeah.
Delta
Okay,
8
but-
or
Promo, yeah.
I would understand if you're buying the sticker at the location, and then you're just basically you didn't really buy that sticker because it was like a $20 sticker. You're really buying the thing, but
I think it's more like a promotional thing. Like they do it
Yeah.
to
No,
get increased business.
it's just because New York State weed is legal, but dispensaries aren't legal yet. That's not until like the end of this year, I think.
Oh,
So,
so
like,
you're
okay,
technically
like,
not exchanging money.
you
Yeah.
can buy
Yeah.
the thing that has like the barcode on it or whatever, and put that in a machine, and then you get It's so funny. It's like people will find loopholes to everything. It's so ridiculous. It's like look, forget it. Don't even try to make a law. Forget it, because like even like the Jewish law, like you don't work on the Sabbath, right? And there's all this technology purely made for the Jewish person. Like you set the alarm, you set the stove with the alarm so
Well,
that
I
the thing
remember-
will go off.
That too.
I remember hearing though once that loopholes exist for a reason because there's meant to be some like degree of leniency or wiggle room in how the law functions. So
Yeah. There's the spirit of the law and the letter of the law. But then, like with the Jewish, like in New York, there's these very thin lines that go across the top of buildings in the city, and they make the symbolic roof of the temple or something so that you can walk around on the Sabbath. It's just like
you can still buy things. Well,
come on,
yeah,
guys.
Was it in that Bill Maher movie? They were interviewing those Orthodox Jews, and they had like a special tool they could use to push the button. Or no, the button was like not actually a button somehow. So they like had an elevator. They could.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so ridiculous,
Well, okay, that's Jewish culture though, is finding a loophole. I mean,
no, but I'm saying that's everything. That's not just there. I mean, it's everybody does this. That there's.
Yes, but like with Jews, it's a very particular. I mean, look, we will argue about.
Can't blame
anything.
the Jews for the loopholes. Everybody.
I mean, I'm a Jew. I can blame.
Okay, you can blame the Jews then.
I'm not a real Jew.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you all know, but I went around saying I was Jewish for years, not realizing that I was recalling somebody making a racist joke at like Thanksgiving dinner, like in my childhood. And so I took from that, we're Jewish, because they were like, making a racist joke towards one of my family members or some shit, or anti-Semitic joke. Yeah.
I mean, at least that was that, and not like, we're black, and you're like, hey, everyone, I'm black, or whatever.
yeah, not quite so obvious. I was like, I believe we're Jewish.
You're one of those
making anti-Semitic jokes at your family members is a time-honored Jewish tradition.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
We must be. We're at least honorary Jews, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, with Jewish jokes, you just not see them coming.
Yeah.
Not see them coming.
Yeah.
Did
That's a
you,
grave. That's
no.
really a grave situation when you're starting to
Have you seen this
Holocaust
meme?
Yeah.
jokes.
Have you seen this meme where it's the guy's addressing the woman? He says, I like to tell dad jokes, and she says, does he laugh? And he says, what? He says, go home.
Yeah,
I
I mean
like,
that tracks.
yeah, I thought that was great.
Don't know. You can always okay. Look, Jews and Italians have basically the same familial interactions, and
Exactly.
this is my theory as to why Jews and Italians either really get along, like on a personal level, but like as a whole, we don't. Because like we're both loud and talk with our hands.
I think both
So
cultures share like the similarity too. They've both been at some point like conquered by like every other civilization surrounding them. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Everyone's either conquered something else or been conquered by somebody else at some
Well,
point.
yeah, but I mean,
yeah,
like but I mean,
Yeah. But like,
in recorded history,
yeah.
we know this happened to Sicily and Italy and the Jewish people. I guess is kind of a different saga, but I mean, similar stories and the way they were just kind of passively like, "What the fuck, dude?" And all these people kept coming into their territory,
okay.
like.
Hey, I mean, look, I do have to say, my people kind of have a problem with genociding other people. I mean, it, we have a problem with that. I mean, look at now modern day with Palestine. It's a whole thing. I mean, which is weird because the first people they killed were Jews they didn't like. It's yeah, it's a whole thing. It, Israel's not Israel. It's occupied Palestine.
Oh yeah,
There ain't no
I
third
don't know
temple.
about all that in depth, but I've heard that type of stuff. Yeah, I
Well,
mean, and it's I I feel like it's something that Western culture should like leave to them, like, and just make sure there's no
no, no,
like
but
in like
Christianity.
yeah, no,
Israel
we
has to be
don't, yeah,
there.
no, we really
have
don't
you
need to
seen
interfere in that aside from
here?
like preventing genocides and shit like that. Like,
Can you comment, Kat? I'm sure you've seen it, but maybe you haven't. I don't know. The 10 that I put it here in the little magic chat here. The 10 plush Passover plagues in colorful drawstring bag.
oh good God, what?
Oh,
Please,
that is
yeah.
um.
Please explain, please.
I, I
I
don't.
already know, but yeah.
Uh,
You've never seen
that
this?
is
You've never seen this? Oh,
no.
I mean, it's so
I
adorable. It's great. So each
I'm
one
not sure.
represents something. Yeah, each one is a yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I could see that.
you have the
Um,
blood and the frogs and the locusts.
that's such
The
a
surrounding
weird.
I think is the baby. Um, and I'm not sure some of them. I don't remember all the
That's
plagues, but yeah.
that's
You have to
weird.
warn me, man.
Isn't that
Um,
great? It's only 20 bucks. I'm gonna get it for you. It's 20 bucks. I'm gonna buy it for you.
I mean, I kind of want it just because,
Yeah,
like, it's funny in a bad
it's
way,
so
and
cute. Like they're to teach, I guess, kids about the Passover plagues. I, but they're so. It's like, isn't
Oh,
this
soft.
blood adorable? Like, little blood.
yeah, that's
Like, look at the frowny face one. That one's kind of sad, but like the rest are kind of cute.
I mean,
I've seen.
that is kind of Jewish to do, though, just to be like, oh yeah, hey, look at this fucking horrific stuff.
Yeah, but it's been made. It's been made cute. Yeah, I thought for sure you would say. There's other things like this, but I think that's the cutest one I've found. When I first found it, I could not stop laughing, and I was trying to show my brother because he's Jewish, and I was like, "Look at this! Look at this!" I was like laughing. I was like, "He's like, okay, what the?" This one's got
My
this one's got an
yeah,
alien in there. I don't think that an alien was part of the plague. It's got an alien,
Yeah.
stuffed alien thrown
No,
in
that
it.
was the 12th plague or something. I don't know.
Yeah. This website shows, as part of the plague, shows an alien in there. What's the alien doing there?
Well, that's
Wait, why is there an alien plushie in that one? I think that was
because
supposed to be, yeah. And then, of course,
you
Oh, are we on to this one now?
yeah.
it just
And then-
is.
Yeah, it's just maybe it's the frog.
sorry,
But
I'm
it looks
behind.
like an ale. Yeah. You gotta catch up. Hurry up. Do it faster. Click it. Share it. Hurry.
I'm waiting for the internet.
Hurry. Click faster. Hit 11. I
So
don't
much
know,
pressure.
F11. Press it. Do it. Click it.
Grr, come in. Grr, come in, puppy.
Ah.
Is Gurr here? Are we being
He's in
honored
his
by the man
iPad.
himself?
He says, "What incarnate?" Hold on.
Jewish
What
Rhode Island.
incarnation is going on in
I can't
here?
imitate. I can't
What
imitate her.
incarnation is going on in here?
Load
I'm
already.
Germania.
Why
What?
is this
Oh, am I
website
actually
not
doing
loading?
Gurr? Yeah, no. Oh, shit. That was kind of loud.
Nah,
Why is this
I'm
website
Gert
not loading?
Depression.
There we go. There's the alien. You see the alien? I mean,
Yep.
it's not a
Yeah,
frog.
that's-
The frog's below
that-
the alien.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's an alien. That's what it is. It's not any
Yep.
other. Why they put an alien in that picture? Anyways, all right. Okay, so we proved that one wrong. Here's finger puppets.
Oh. Gert Depression. I'm Gert Depression.
is going on in here?
We got stuffed animal plagues.
Are you depressed?
Can you identify all the 10 plagues? Go back to the first
Passover
one.
has
First
always
one,
been my
actually,
favorite
that.
holiday,
This
an
one is
important
wrong.
one for
This
my
picture
family.
is wrong.
And
No, forget that. I don't care what it says. No, I just want to look at it. It doesn't matter what
is
words.
going
I don't
on?
want to read words. Go back to the cute picture of the first one.
Yeah, give me
The
a
first-
crayon book.
no, it's
The
gone.
first one. The
It's
first,
gone.
no, the first website. No, fine. Or the 10 finger puppets, whatever. I don't know.
Road man.
I've
I
deleted
just want to say
this mess. It's gone.
Damn it.
my favorite thing is when Christians will like wish you a happy Hanukkah, and it's like like this year. Okay, you were correct, right? This year you were correct. Last year, when you were telling me a happy Hanukkah in like late December, you were a month off. Also,
Yeah.
that's a holiday of us celebrating the time we killed a bunch of non-Jews
Mm.
to reclaim an area and re-become Jewish. Like, that's like happy Rwandan genocide.
Like, and a Merry
Oh,
Kwanzaa to
man.
you, sir. Yes.
It just seems really weird because it's like
It's
I
such a
think people
weird
don't-
thing because it's like the oil didn't lasted longer than it should have, and I'm like, that could be tested. I always want to test these things.
Yeah.
I'm like, we could see if that works. Like,
Oh.
because under certain conditions, it probably would actually work.
Kill
Yeah.
all lobsters is my motto.
No. Why does
Kill
everyone
all
always why again with the
lobsters.
lobster hate? Why
I'm a
every time?
lobsterist.
Yeah.
Jordan
Are you an
Peterson,
anti-lobsterist?
I'm
Yes.
gonna get the
I'm
10
anti-lobsterist.
plush plagues and have them fight the Jesus Mecha Christ. And
Okay.
do like
Ooh.
a little like stop motion of them fighting. You know, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
So I
you
did
can
with
sew
your
them
mom
together
last
in like
night.
a plague Voltron.
Yeah. Oh, that would be cool. Ooh, that's another.
Oh, like,
idea.
wait. I have to pause the show to say, Kat gave me money for beer, which was ultra cool, and
That's what I'm talking about.
there's links to give me money for beer there. Yeah. So, or whatever, I'll just spend the money on whatever I spend it on. But thank you,
I'll
Kat.
give you
Bugs again.
Why are you
500
Why are you
euro
stabbing your tongue?
Oh yeah. I like to
never
play
did
with
such a
knives
thing.
and sharp, pointy objects.
Mm.
I've never done a nice thing for anyone, and I resent the implication that I'm a decent person.
Yeah, she's not a decent person. She's bad.
Yeah,
I don't
thank-
like bad
thank you.
people. Hence, I do not like Kat. She's bad people.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you're good.
Hashtag no regrets.
Cat is a cat, not. They are a cat. They are a feline.
Is that spelled? Wait. REGRRRT.
That's
Is that
close enough.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Have fun.
Okay, bye. Oh,
And a Merry Christmas to you.
all right, fine. I'll put
Look,
back
he
my
needed to
leather.
get drunk after that stream.
All right. Anyways, what
I
was
feel
doing?
honored
Oh,
that he came by to say that. That tickles me. Thank you, Gert. Okay, wait. You just keep. How do I make one? I think I should. Okay, so this person. What am I doing? I clicked on you. Damn it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of things.
Oh, you want? Huh?
I need to just give you moderation on StreamYard so you can literally just
no, I don't.
share.
I don't
Oh,
want,
you can share. Okay.
There's too much
yeah.
power. I don't know. Yeah. See.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you do this? Okay, I'm gonna turn it down because the.
Why does that look like Danny had sex with Nikocado Avocado?
So look, watch what he's doing with the knife. See that? Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding. Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah. He
It's
got.
pretty slow.
He goes faster as it goes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's
you gotta
also
speed up.
he's also singing a song as he does it.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's the
Yeah.
game.
So, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So he
You
got
know-
like famous from these songs. It's great. And then he has probably my favorite. He has a song. The guy's called Rusty Cage, and he has a song about God not being real. And
Yeah.
because he
Okay.
noticed like a bunch of kids were subscribed to his channel because he like made a song saying Santa Claus wasn't real and that like people were mad. And he's like, "Oh, I have kids that watch my stuff. Here's a song about how to make a noose." Like, yeah. Like, yeah.
Oh wow.
And his latest thing was this whole series where he built a giant guillotine. So yeah, a lemonade. It's for making lemonade though. That's what it's for.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
did he do the whole Gallagher thing with it and start like slicing melons? Like
He did cut a watermelon, of course, and then he cut a
Yeah.
stick's head. But yeah, I mean, it's the lemonade making device technically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is interesting. Him going off on this like tangent, conspiratorial tangent, and it's like, they put fluorine in the water. I'm like, oh no, not this again. Like, all these things, like, what's good and bad for us, and who decides, and like, this is all beyond your control, and it's like, yeah, we all have plastic inside of us, and goodness only knows what else,
Oh, I mean, I have a lot of shit inside me. I
Oh,
guarantee. Man. I mean, I'm a goddamn plague rat.
And they were talking about, they discovered if you stress your cells out a little bit, like with fasting, they're like doing a 16-hour fast or whatever, and like they'll recycle themselves, and you can exercise and get the same result. I'm like, okay, 2 things I'm not gonna do. Got it. This will slow down your aging. I'm like, okay, great. Can you give me something that I will actually do that will slow down my aging? Okay, I'll talk about processed meat. Look, first of all,
Well, you can't slow down the. Oh yes.
well, you
All right.
can a little bit, but by apparently exercising every day and or starving yourself for at least 16 hours, which I'm not going to do either of those. So
Well,
that's
yeah,
a
do you know
lie.
about-
I do both
No,
of those
it's-
things, and I look 10 years older than I am.
well, yeah,
But you don't.
But maybe
You
your
don't need
cells-
to. No,
Their
no,
cells are
maybe.
younger than they would be otherwise. Like they're recycling themselves. Apparently, supposedly.
But this
I
isn't
don't
like
know.
cellular. We're talking just like basic metabolic shit, right? Like
Yeah,
whatever
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
put in,
yeah.
you want to expend the energy
Right,
and
right.
then
Yeah.
poop out the
I'm like,
waste
okay,
and
so
then
this isn't
repeat
really new
cycle.
information. I mean, the idea of fasting's been around for a long, long time. But they're like, oh yeah, there might be a benefit to them. Like, you're just trying. Look, first you were trying to get us to eat bugs. Now you're trying to get us to eat nothing. I don't know if I trust you guys. Look, I'm all for
Okay,
not aging, but I'm not going to
but have you
exercise
had
either.
fried crickets?
No, I'm not eating bugs.
It's meat popcorn. It's
I don't
delicious.
care. No, no.
We started out eating bugs. Like
Yeah.
that was how we started
That
out.
no, not
Most
I
likely.
didn't. I don't. I know.
Well, I mean,
Anytime I've
as a
eaten a bug, it's
species.
been accidental. Oh well, the species can do whatever the believe it wants. I'm not doing it. I'm no
And you
longer
don't
part
have
of
to.
this
Wait,
species. Wait, what?
do you partake in processed meat?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's because I looked up a thing to prove something at some point, and I was like, see, it says no, it's not made with processed meat or something, and I was like, or processed meat doesn't cause I don't know, and it wound up like it was right on the top of the page. It was like processed meat can cause cancer or whatever the bleep it was. And I'm like, I didn't see it but even though I had that error, and I fully admitted to the error, unlike some people who had a video with tons of logical fallacies, which I kindly pointed out to them. I'm like, here's all these logical fallacies you have. You're welcome. I didn't charge for my service or anything. Hey, look, I've delivered unto you your logical fallacies, sir. Fix your broken argument, sir. And they're like, you were wrong in this thing. Like, yeah, but you still have logical fallacies. And they never fixed the argument. They never made a better video. I don't know why. And they're still complaining about it today. Probably because they don't know how to spell eyes right.
Now, I will have you know that I can spell eyes perfectly good.
This has gone completely the other way. Where are we? What are we doing here? No regrets. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna write this. I have there is a notepad. I mean, I'm
Yes. Yeah, okay, so the one
uh,
is supposed to be, okay, count to 3 and then say okay, so yeah, I never really know how to do it to where how can I like have the answer prepared but you guys can't see the answer? That's the question. Well, okay, you'll have to just trust me what the answer's supposed to be. Okay, so at the count of 3, say a color and a tool. Both of you. 1, 2,
at the
3.
same time.
Yeah. At the same time, say a color and a tool. Okay. Ready? Okay, Kat?
Okay.
Okay, ready? And Kronos. Now you've changed your name again. 1, 2, 3.
Purple
Blackjack.
wedge.
Okay. Yeah, didn't match at all. Didn't work. Okay, but okay, so like there's a percentage of people that when you ask the question, they'll say red hammer. There's like a high percentage of people will say red hammer. So there's things like that are these like little neat little I don't know what you
Yeah,
call
it's a
them.
craftsman.
No. Like average
They're
people,
obviously
like there's an
Marxists.
average.
No. I mean the brand craftsman, a red hammer. It's an
Oh, I don't
incredibly
know. It's
common
just because
brand.
I think it's just common color and a common tool that people think of.
Oh,
Like,
well, maybe
yeah,
that too.
there's different little like psychological tricks like that you can pull that will sometimes work, not always. Because the one guy had like a card trick and he's like pick the card and there's like 4 cards. He's like, oh, you pick this one, and I'm like, no, I didn't. So it works like supposedly on a high percentage of people, but doesn't always work, kind of thing. There's a
Isn't
little
there
weird.
like with the card trick? Isn't there usually like Well, for certain ones, like there'd be a power of suggestion thing going on, right?
Yeah,
They'd try
yeah.
to somehow,
That
like,
most people don't pick the ends because the ends are obvious, and then they'll
yeah,
think, okay, I won't pick that face card because that's too obvious. And then they wind up picking like the four of clubs, and you're like, it's the four of clubs you picked, and you're like, oh my god, I did. But I'm just like, I'm picking the ace, whatever. I guess I don't know.
right.
I just it's like I broke it. I didn't do the
Well,
thing, you know.
Like, for example, when you said tool, I was like, my first thought was screwdriver, and I'm like, no, wait, that's technically not a tool
Yeah, see,
because
yeah,
I
because it
I
doesn't work
also
with
thought
people. Like you
I
can't
also
think
thought
deeply
screwdriver,
about it.
but I couldn't define a color for screwdriver. So I was like, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
see, I
yeah.
think that's why you have them count to 3, so they're not like their mind is blank. But I don't. Yeah, but I
like
thought of
if
a
you would
new.
have asked if you would have just asked me straight away, I would have been like, purple screwdriver.
Yeah, purple.
But
Yeah,
since I had
purple
a
screwdriver.
second,
Yeah, yeah. So
I was like, well, a screwdriver is not a tool. Like a wedge
yeah,
is
but
a
it's
tool.
kind
A
of
plane
close
is a
to a
tool.
hammer. You know, if you
I
think
was like, I've had a bunch of
Well,
different
in
colored
usage ones.
screwdrivers, so yeah, I don't know, like,
Yeah,
so it was like, and then I was thinking of cards, so I thought, like, well,
yeah, yeah.
blackjack is a tool, yeah, so yeah,
yep.
go
Anyways,
with
I
it.
don't know. There's all these sort of weird things like that, and
Well, you asked
uh,
the two wrong people to get
yeah, exactly.
the
Yeah.
thing.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought
We're
of a service
overthinking
that
everything.
skeptics could offer the paranormal spiritual community, and that's hiring out skeptics to scare away the spirits. Because when we're around, for whatever reason,
Yeah,
the ghosts and the goblins and the ghouls, they just disappear. They're not around anymore. Um, and I thought about that. I was listening to this podcast, and the two people talk about scary stories. It's really cool. I like it. And they kind of like sort of are believers ish in this stuff to some degree because they talk about we're gonna cleanse it like sage will cleanse it. I'm like, why? Why does sage cleanse things? What do you mean? Like you burn sage, why does that get away? Why does that drive spirits away? How do they smell? How do they know it's sage? How does that work?
well,
Just does whatever. But the gal that wrote in had it. Who said her husband was a skeptic, so like she feels safer around him because like he scares away the ghouls. Like he's immune to them. Like
I
yeah.
yeah. Okay, I used to run a cemetery. We had a guy. He was we contracted him to like fix a bunch of tile, right? Because we had shitty equipment, we had to move in and out, and it fucked up the tile, and we needed stronger tile. Whatever. But like, he was fucking spooked, and I'm like, whatever. I'll stay here. I got shit to do anyways, and I'm getting paid overtime. I don't give a shit. I'll fucking hang around for a while. And he was leaving his tools in there, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's fine. It's locked up. No one's gonna come in here. I'm gonna be the one who unlocks it at like 5:30 in the morning. It's no fucking big deal. I'm gonna be sleeping in my office tonight anyways because I don't want to drive 45 minutes home, get 4 hours of sleep if I'm lucky, and then 45 minutes back. I don't want to fucking deal with that. It's like 10:30 at night, and I'm gonna be here till 11. Like, he's like, oh god, well, I'm gonna set up my camera on the fucking shit. He didn't see anything spooky the night I was sleeping there. Then the next night I left at like, at 2 in the afternoon or whatever. Because like I had to dig a hole the night before so I could bury a body or whatever the next day. And then I left, so it's like, whatever. And then he's just like, oh dude, I got some weird shit on the camera tonight. And he's showing me and I'm like, yeah, yeah. So granite is like a bunch of fucking crystals smushed together. So when someone's driving on the highway past and the headlights go in the through the windows, it bounces off the granite in a weird way. That's why you're getting all those weird lights and shadows in there. That's not fucking ghosts.
Yeah, it's always artifacts of the camera or whatever, like the little dots people get obsessed
Yeah,
with or whatever.
it's
Like
like those aren't I mean,
you have the
they are
sun.
orbs,
When you have the sun
but
beam coming in, you see all these little dots in the air. It's like little dust particles, right? And it's like that's all it is.
yeah,
It's just dust. I
well,
mean, it's not.
it's if you walk into a mausoleum like right as the sun is rising, and if the window, or I guess you would get the same effect at the sun setting, depending on what the angle everything is at. But it's like the door opens on the west or the east. I no west, and then the window on the other end of the chapel in the mausoleum is on the east. So the sun's coming up, and it's like just barely peeking up. If you open up that glass door, you're gonna get insane visuals because you're gonna have the granite reflecting the light from outside into the glass door and back onto the granite, and it's going to reflect your hand that you have pushing the door open. It's like a regular door with a bar on it, a push door. So your hand gets fucking refracted into a bunch of different fucking hands. So for a second, it looks like there's 1,000 hands reaching for your fucking face and body.
Here's what we should do: is like get a
But it's
mausoleum
nothing. It's just fucking
or
shadows.
set up a fake mausoleum or whatever, and have a strobe light in there.
Yeah.
And then
It
have
would achieve the same effect.
scary sound effects, record playing or whatever.
Oh, I had people call in to say they saw a ghost of a Vietnam War vet, and it was just me.
Yeah, I would dress like a skeleton. I'd have like like one of those glow in the dark skeleton outfits or something to walk around in the
Yeah,
graveyard like
well,
that.
people are so fucking spooked by everything. Like
Yeah.
people who are like into the fucking religious and spiritual shit are goddamn fucking shook by everything. They hear a noise in the cemetery, and it's like, oh, it's a ghost. No, it was me in the goddamn maintenance closet. What the fuck? I dropped a screwdriver. I dropped my purple screwdriver.
Oh, had to get my flashlight out to find it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, calm down. It's the middle of the day. It's 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. You'll be fine.
I have family like that. Like that's like, oh well, like, oh well, this thing happened. So like, oh, like it must be like that. Everybody that I know is like involved in the, because I had this one like weird encounter with this person. So now everybody I know must like be involved in this encounter. And what are you talking about? Like, why would you think that? And they're just like, I don't know. It's just everybody knows everything I'm doing all the time. And it's like, I keep hearing people talk about that. Like they think they're constantly being surveilled by, by people. And I'm like, what makes you think you're that interesting? Like, it's like a paparazzi syndrome, but for just like normal ass people, like, with, yeah.
Well, I do have a rare footage of a ghost caught on cam that chased me out of the cemetery. Yeah, this is a video I made a long time ago called Pokemon Go.
I don't believe you. Trigger warning, caution. This may or may not be. Yeah, I don't believe you.
This is 100% actually happened to me because you see me on the thing. But yeah,
this is a red Hamlet.
Here I am at the Perpetual Cemetery.
Yeah, there you go. See, yeah, pretty scary, huh?
I will tell you,
that was absolutely terrifying. That was...
Pokemon Go was the worst thing that's ever happened to a gravedigger.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
because they're poke centers or whatever. Like all the Pokemon are
there. Yeah. So like you'd wake up, you'd leave work, and everything would be perfectly clean and pristine, and you're like, goddamn, I did good today. And then, you'd leave work and it'd be like, 4 in the afternoon or whatever. And then you come in the morning, 5:30, 6, 7 o'clock, whenever the fuck you feel like. You're a grave digger, you do what you want. And then you're like, wow, there's 80,000 energy drink cans out here, empty booze bottles, just random candy wrappers. I fucking love this. I have to bend down and pick all this shit up.
No. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. But the question is, are ghost Pokemon in the cemetery, or is it just a regular Pokemon? Because it's like, if you're going to have Pokemon in a cemetery, they got to be the ghost Pokemon. Which there's only there was 3. Now there's, 50 million. I don't know. There's 9,000 Pokemon now or something. It's crazy. I don't know.
It's 900 actually.
No, I don't know. It's some stupid number. I'm like, oh my god, that's a lot. How many?
I have to say,
1,015. Oh my god.
What up, Doc? Doc Fearsome. Hello. 1,139 Pokemon. No, I didn't look up a number. I just made it up. And it's like Pika. Who?
Pikachu. I could do the first 151, but after that, I don't know.
So, what do you think about extended lore? Extended lore, this whole thing. Is it I don't know. Is it worth delving into? Should I read all the extended Star Wars lore? Because I really like the original series, but what am I doing with my time?
The expanded universe. Expanded universe. That shit's fucking great. You get to learn about fucking Kyle Katarn. Okay, Kyle Katarn is arguably one of the best goddamn characters that the Star Wars expanded universe had, and they totally could have made a movie about him instead of these fucking shitty goddamn fucking sequels. They shouldn't have done that. They should have had a Kyle Katarn movie instead of Star Wars Rebels. They should have used actual fucking Luke Skywalker rebuilding the Jedi Temple for the fucking the sequel.
Well, I had to rewrite the end of the characters. Second. What are we calling the last 3 movies? Because you have the original trilogy, then you had the prequels, and you had the sequels? Are they? I mean,
yeah, that's what I've been calling them.
So the second movie, I have a different ending that would fix it, and then you'd have a different third movie. I thought that, although the first movie, whatever, you can just kind of ignore that because they, didn't know what they were doing. Whatever. Second movie is okay, kind of, it's clunky, whatever. But I thought, okay, she's fighting alongside of whatever his face, Kylo Ren or whatever, and he wants her to give up on their side, and he wants to give up on the dark side. He wants them to make a new thing together. And I'm like, that's what you should do, Ray. You should say, let's work together, not as a Sith or as a Jedi, but something new. And then she pulls out her lightsaber, and even though it doesn't make sense, don't matter, it becomes gray. And she's like, we're going to be the gray, which is an actual thing that they have.
Yes,
they have
gray Jedi.
Yeah. And so be
Freya.
The gray. Yeah.
Freya from KOTOR 2.
Yeah. The gray thing. And they'd be we'll get rid of the Empire. And what she would come to realize is that the Force, she'd go back, look at the prophecy, said bring balance to the Force. Okay, well, but did Darth Vader do that? And they're like, no, he brought darkness in. No, actually, yes, he did bring balance to the Force, because before they showed up, the world, the galaxy had peace and harmony. Too much light. They needed darkness.
Yes.
But then they had too much darkness. Yeah, they had too much darkness. So the only way to have true balance is to have somewhere in the middle ground. You don't have too much light, too much dark. And that's what she and Kylo Ren would then try to do in the next movie.
Or not have the Force. I'm just saying. Freya, he was right. I mean,
Yeah, and then just
Jedi
say,
exile,
you know what, maybe if the
character.
Force is wanting balance, maybe it's bad. and maybe we need
Yeah.
to get rid of it, right? And so you'd
Yeah,
have
maybe
that.
balance
You'd
is a
have
scam.
the heroes that you'd followed, Ren at any, or and now you have Kylo Ren, and then you have what's her face, Rey, or whatever the hell her name was. And you go, okay, well, now they're not really heroes anymore because they're trying to bring balance to the universe. And you have these other people like, no, let's get rid of the Force. That way we can have good or bad, whatever we have, but then we don't have this thing controlling our lives anymore. And they're the real heroes or whatever. Like,
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
that
So
would have been a good movie, but they
blown
didn't
my
do that.
whole fucking understanding of what. Wait, so this is so we're like abolishing the Force, or
Yeah,
wait, is
because the Force,
Yeah.
the Force works in
That was the plot
cycles.
of Knights of the Old Republic 2, the video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but I'm just working this out from the prophecy that's mentioned about Darth Vader. He's supposed to bring balance
Yeah.
to the Force. Well, and it's like the only way that prophecy makes sense is that he does bring balance, but it's just they think that means getting rid of evil. No, it means bringing more evil in because there was so much good around. There's so much light. You need darkness.
Well, that's that whole thing would have been resolved if they would have just used the expanded universe lore that was already incredibly well written.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
you
then
got Kyle Katarn who gives up on the Force and then gets his Force powers back using the shit the Reborn Jedi do. Jason Solo would have been a much better, Kylo
Yeah.
Ren because Jason Solo was well written and he winds up fucking doing the whole thing with the Yuzan Vong and becoming this fucking monstrosity creature Sith Lord. Like that would have been way fucking cool.
And what I would have done is then have it be like, okay, if they're gonna do clones, because they've already done clones, like they go, we got we finally found the body of Yoda, and they clone him, but they corrupt him, so they've got Darth Yoda, because he's gonna be the one to usher in all the darkness they need. But then they need somebody to bring in like a lot of light or whatever. So I don't know who they clone.
Well,
Fucking doesn't matter.
actually, this is the thing that happened in Expanded Universe. The spirit of Qui Gon Jinn possessed one of the Emperor Palpatine clones.
Oh, didn't
Yeah,
know they could do that. Yeah, sure.
yeah.
And then he's
Qui
good,
Gon
right? Yeah,
Jinn.
make like a good Palpatine, right? So you have Darth Yoda
Yeah,
and Jedi Palpatine. Yeah,
yeah,
there you
and it was
go.
super cool. And the after Qui Gon possessed the spirit of Palpatine, once he became like fully self aware and realized who he was, he just fucking offed himself.
And then you have Rey fighting both the good and the bad because she wants just
Yeah,
middle ground, right? And then you
yeah,
have this
it would have
like
been great.
Mexican standoff, right? You know.
Yeah,
And then what happens is that they clash all their lightsabers together, it opens up like this rift in space time, and then the Enterprise comes out and shoots all of them, destroys everybody, and they're like, well, that was easy, and then they go away
oh,
and everybody's pissed off, except for the Star Trek
you,
fans.
oh, I would love that. I I'm a big Star Trek fan. I would have fucking loved that.
Like the Enterprise just flies in there and they're like, pew! Like they just do one little like pew and then
No,
that's it.
you can't even give the Star Wars fans the satisfaction of having it be the Enterprise. You have to
No,
have like the
it's just
Voyager or the Defiant.
shuttlecraft that you can tell is
Yeah,
Starfleet. Like it comes in and it just goes pew! There's like one little tiny thing.
I'm pretty sure a shuttlecraft could fucking wreck an Imperial Star Destroyer.
But yeah, no, that doesn't happen. But I'm just saying, like they fight, and and then they realize, hey, look, why are we fighting? Why don't we get rid of the Force? And then the person's like, that's what I've been saying this whole time, and like you have this like kind of like realization, and they get rid of the Force, and like, but then that means we won't be able to talk to the people anymore from that are dead, and like all the people that are dead are like, that's fine, we'd rather have the universe, be able to be at peace than to be able to talk to you at all,
Oh,
so it's like the
this is a
ultimate.
great allegory for skepticism.
Yeah. Like it's better that the world not have these powers, and there you go. That we can achieve peace only by ridding ourselves of our beliefs in the Force. Yeah, that's the ending. That would be great. Everybody would love it. I don't know. You can have Kylo and Ren
But
kiss. You
you
can have
like, what if you could
Luke kiss
actually
his
wield the
sister,
Force?
whatever.
Then that would be like a totally different story. Like, you've never actually done telekinesis, so you can't
Oh,
prove the
screwed.
Force.
Yeah, well, anyways. I don't know. But anyways,
Well-
I don't know. But that didn't happen. But that's in my head canon of what I could have been. But then I also fixed Pokemon in my head. Like, I'm like, okay, here's how they should have done it. And I had like an ending plan. They did a different ending than I would have. I still want the ending where what I think should happen is they show Ash, they show Brock, but he's all like, or they have a voiceover, and then they show it's Brock. He's all grown up. He's a professor now, but he's a Pokemon breeder, basically, because that's what he wanted to do. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, you're wondering what happened to Ash, right?" He's like, "Well, of course she married Misty, and then they have a kid, and that kid is here now to select his Pokemon, and then that's that kid's journey, and and then that's how you start the new series, and then you show Misty and Ash kiss and stuff, which is what I wanted to see forever, and then that's a thing, and then Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, and Sora and Kyrie kiss on screen finally, and I get to play as Kyrie like the whole game, not just like in a DLC where I get to play her one fight as her, but no, the whole game I get to play as her if I want, or I can switch with other people. That would be cool. And then like I get to play as Zelda in the next Zelda game, and then and then anime becomes real somehow, and I have $1 million. Yes. And then I get married to the anime girl of my dreams. That's what happens. Okay, I think I've lost my mind now. It's time to go. Bye, everybody.
Oh, please don't leave. He's fucking with me.
Gotcha.
He's fucking with me.
Anyways.
I mean, look, all I'm saying is, like, there's a lot of things a lot of franchises could do to be a lot less dumb, but it's a bunch of, like, 70-year-old dudes in charge of, or incredibly
you've got to
uncomfortable
remember,
women.
we're a bunch of simple plebeians, right? We don't understand all these, high capital transactions, these complex transactions taking place at the top, right? We're just mere consumers, aren't we?
Oh yeah. I mean, that at the end of the day, that is essentially, you got to count the beans or whatever if you're that person, which is dumb because fucking capitalism is killing art in itself.
No.
It's just corrupting it into a way where it's not the original.
Everything kills everything. It's all balanced. Like, the pendulum has swung one way, and it's like it's getting to this insane, crazy point, and like people go, "Oh, what's gonna happen?" Like either it's gonna keep going and it's gonna get stupidly crazy, and the end of society will happen, or it will swing the other way and go back to kind of normal and boring again, and then it will do it again. We'll just keep going back and forth as it's been. Doesn't matter. That's how it goes. One way, the conservative versus the ultra progressive or whatever the labels are. It's like, it goes back and forth, whatever.
But those political affiliations are kind of incidental.
Yeah.
Like they don't matter much when you consider the weight of capitalism, because they can buy either one, right? The super wealthy can buy either
everything is
one,
already owned by somebody. Yeah, I mean, but
it's all the same thing. Like, hey, you vote Republican. Hey, great, you got your shit, and you got fucking vanilla frosting with saltine crackers on top. You voted Democrat. You got your shit with chocolate frosting and rainbow sprinkles.
Right. It's all the same. Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
the same thing.
It doesn't matter. But see, the thing is, like, here's my conspiratorial thought, if you will. Okay, if you don't trust the system, as I don't, but the system currently hates Trump, therefore Trump good. But wait, the system knows that I don't trust the system, so that's why they hate Trump. So then I should hate Trump, but they know that I know that. So, oh man,
I'm gonna end the broadcast. We can chat backstage if you want. If you want, stick around.
All right.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Trust the Ape. Ending broadcast.